Hello guys, today I am now going to discuss about unit vector and vector multiplication. In my previous video, I have started the introduction of vector multiplication. Unit vector. First, I am drawing the axis x, y, z, and what I told you that if a vector A, it is such as it has magnitude and direction. Now a girl is standing here. A girl is standing here. Now it is given the name as origin. Now a girl is standing here and she is willing to go along the x-axis. Now she goes 5 meter along x-axis. Now along x-axis she goes 5 meter. But what about direction? Direction is along x-axis. So along x-axis we need a unit vector I cap, such as if she want to go along y-axis, then we need also a unit vector j cap, and along z cap we need a unit vector k cap. These are the notation of unit vector. Now I am going to tell you what is unit vector. Unit vectors and what is its properties. If a vector A is written in such a way, its magnitude is mod of A, into A hat. Here A hat is the unit vector. So what the result is coming from here? The A hat equals to A vector by mod of A. Mod of A means what? Mod of A means magnitude of A. Magnitude of A. A vector. So what is unit vector? Unit vector is the ratio of vector divided by the magnitude of that vector. So now you have to know how to determine the magnitude of vector. So let's start writing an unit vector. How to write an unit vector? Now came here. The girl goes along 5 meter along x-axis. So I can write it as I hat. Along y-axis I can write it j hat. She goes along 10 meter along y-axis and 15 meter along z-axis. So along z-axis, what is the unit vector? K cap. Along y-axis, what is the unit vector? J cap. Along x-axis, what is the unit vector? Is I cap. Always remember this. I am calculating all the things here as a portion of Cartesian coordinate system. Now I am going to calculate the unit vector. Now let us calculate a unit vector. A is such that from here the girl goes along x-axis 5 I hat, along y-axis 10 j hat, along z-axis 15 k hat. This is the complete representation of a vector. Vector, it is an example I am giving you. It is an example of vector representation by unit vector. Vector representation. Now it is a vector form. So how to obtain the magnitude To obtain the magnitude, you have to do the square root of, along y-axis what is the value is 5 square, along x-axis the value is 5 magnitude, along y-axis the value is 10 square plus 15 square. So the magnitude is 25 plus 100 plus 225. So you get here the magnitude. So how to get the unit vector? Now what I have told? I have told you the unit vector is the ratio of the vector divided by its magnitude. Here what you have got the vector? You have got the vector as 5i hat plus 10j hat plus 15k hat by the magnitude here 25, 100 plus 225. So you get the result of unit vector. So now you have to keep your mind two remembering points. What's the introduction of definition of unit vector? What is the unit vector? It is the ratio of the vector itself by the magnitude of that vector. And in the Cartesian, how to represent it? In the Cartesian, along x-axis is represented by I hat, along z-axis it is represented by k hat, along y-axis it is represented by j hat. Thank you. In my next video, I will continue about the vector addition.